What is going on there, guys? Welcome back to the Blackpool career mode in FIFA 23. So welcome to what is the finale of season number 4 as well. So we are in the semi-finals of Europa League. So we've got mainly this episode we're going to be focusing on Europa League and the FA Cup. The Premier League is virtually all done and dusted. We're not going to win the league, but we're pretty much in a good spot to get Champions League. And as long as we get that, if it gets to a point where maybe we'll lose a couple on the trot and maybe I need to start playing a couple extra, I will. Or even play highlights possibly, but we'll see. I mainly want to focus on the Europa League because I've got the second leg against Real Sociedad and then a semi, and then I think it's a final. We've already through to the final of the FA Cup against Everton, and then we've got 4 more games in the Premier League, and we'll obviously have a Europa League final if we make it. So, without further ado, let's get on with this finale video. Let's get on to playing Real Sociedad. Not going to bother with a press conference in this one. And damn, I did not realise Edwards is out. That's a bit of a bummer. I didn't expect Marcus Edwards to be out. So, that does mean Nicholas is going to take his place in this one. Pavado will go on the bench. Nicholas will go into the starting 11. But everyone else is fighting fit. Let's get into this game. So, the first game we're going to play of the episode is going to be the semi-finals in the Europa League. Our first time in the competition, and we could very well go the whole way. We are potentially facing West Ham if we go through. It could be an all-English final. We have demolished people in the second legs. We've come back from a massive deficit against Dortmund. We did well against Bayer Leverkusen. Now we have the chance to get to another final. Can we do it? We'll check out this Real Sociedad team because it does seem to have a nice bunch of players in there who are well known. Maybe slightly older players, but still a team we cannot rule out on how good they could be. We have got our full strength starting 11 out there, bar from Marcus Edwards, who has been replaced by Nicholas just for this game, but it's a big opportunity for the England international. Rory is on a yellow card. I don't know. I've got to be careful. Maybe don't get him a yellow card because otherwise he could miss the final. But again, best team we could put out there is out there. We'll see what we can do. Real Sociedad. We've got Kieran Trippier who's their captain. He's got to be getting on a bit now. They've got Ramos and Adley. So some decent strikers. So not an easy game. But it is basically, it's all square. We are up and ready to go. We basically just need to win this game and we'll make a European final. Without further ado, let's kick off this game and let's kick off this massive, massive fixture. I could go for it, but I'm not. Going to pass this off here to Jared Braithwaite. It's not really the person I want. Oh, but it takes a deflection. I'm not too sure who that is. That might be an Anna. But Jesus. And you look at that, by the way. Jerry Yates is on 11 goals. The competition record is 17, I believe, by Ronaldo. So you never know. I mean, I don't think he'd literally have to get a hat-trick in this game and in the final to get a chance to level it even. It's Angel Gomez though. Angel Gomez again. What a pass! Nicholas! Oh, he got it! Oh, what a pass! That is a brilliant pass from Angel Gomez to Oliver Nicholas. And now we'll go a long, long way in this fixture. And is the man who's coming for the other guy in Marcus Edwards. Look at this from Angel Gomez though, a split pass. And then good stuff from Onana to just make sure I went past him. He sort of dummied it. And it's a great finish from Nicholas. It has to be said. What a finish from the Englishman. And Oliver Nicholas, he's maybe not had as much chances this season as he'd like. But every time he has come on, he's made the impact. Amadou Onana again doing that job for me, what I love right now. He's just been that little anchor for me. Jared Braithwaite, great stuff there against Ramos. Nicholas, now Camavinga. Now Jerry Yates. He's going to pass it off to Angel Gomez. Who? Oh my God, he's going to score! We are going in a 2-goal lead straight away in this game. We are untouchable at the minute. We are untouchable. This is insane. Look at this play from Camavinga then to Yates, who just passes it into Angel Gomez. Who? This is far too easy. Real Sociedad, what are you doing? We are attackingly this season. We have just been another level. Camavinga gets it again. It's going to find its way to Nicholas. There you go. Oh, he nearly passes straight to Nicholas. They need to respond to this, and they just don't seem to be. Nicholas again! Oh my God. We are battering them. Within the first 30 minutes, we are battering Real Sociedad. I'll be honest, guys, because we've already got the FA Cup and pretty much we've booked ourselves into the final. I know it's possible they could come back, but it means us conceding 3. I'm going to jump to result. What are we going to do? It goes to 4. I know it. I don't like doing that often, but obviously because we've got quite a lot of games to cram into this episode, and I want to put a lot of emphasis on the finals, I'm happy just to let that one go. We come out 4-0 victors. We played the first half. We absolutely sealed it in that first half. I hope you don't mind me doing that, cutting that short. And by the looks of it, it is going to be West Ham we face in the final. And there was Getafe in that. I don't. Would they have been better than Real Sociedad? I don't know. But in a one-off game, we still got to be on the top of our game. As I said, I'm pretty much going to be simulating all the Premier League games unless we get to a point where we need a win. But we're 9 points clear with a game in hand, and we get a point. I'm happy with that. You know what? I'm happy with that. We're actually 2-1 down, and Yates gets us an equaliser, so I'm happy with that. So the next game is going to be against the team we're playing in in the Europa League. Europa League final is going to be West Ham, and we win. Edwards with a brace, and again we're virtually home and dry at this point. So here we go. We are at the FA Cup final, the first of 2 finals we've got to end this season. Let's go into the press conference.
Hi, good to see so many of you here. Questions one at a time, please.
You're up against Everton and found a really strong team after you come through such a demanding run of games. Are you worried about fatigue? Not really. We've worked hard to be here, yeah. Last time out, your team looked good and secured a convincing victory. Everton will be aware your boys are in good form. Will you be worried about fearing you to... Will your last win have the opposition worried? I hope so. The lads are in great form. We are. We had a great run of form. Teams be absolutely flying recently. How confident that your players can return in this level of performance? There's more to come. Let's not get distracted, yeah. I want to stay distracted. Every single game counts.
Okay, guys, we've got to wrap it up now. Thanks so much for attending.
So here we go, the FA Cup final. 2 years in a row we've made it. And honestly, I didn't even try. I honestly didn't. I left it to my team to do it, and we got here. Obviously, we played. I don't think we played really anything. I think we played the semi-final, and that was about it. Just because we got such a lucky run to the final, and I'm not going to look up at it. You know, you got to feel lucky. I don't know what the hell what the hell are them kits? What the hell's with a badge? Very confused, but okay. But I have changed the team around quite a bit. Lawrence Gable, Wu, and Scott Bellingham, and Nicholas K. George and Asensio all come in for this match. Again, these guys got us here. I feel like I'm obligated to give them the start. I have got people players like Yates, even Edwards, stuff like that on the bench if we need them, but we are quite tired as well, so didn't want to absolutely knock them out. Let's look at this Everton team. So we've got Bono in goal, Mohamed Simikan, João Palhinha, Wilfred Nonto, Dwight McNeil. We've got Patrick Schick up front. We've got Leon Goretzka on the bench. We've got someone called Warrington in midfield. I'm guessing a youngster. It is not a bad side whatsoever. So you see why it made it to the final. We beat these guys before. We've had troubles with these guys before. But here we go. We are in the FA Cup final now. Let's do it. Here we go, guys. It's a big game. Let's go do it. Lawrence Gable as well is going to be captaining the side. The player who's been with us since the beginning. Oh, Raya. First early bit of chance there. Braithwaite is going to see that one out. Oh, it's actually going to be a goal kick. We'll take that. Oh, that's very good play from K. George. And now it's Nicholas. Oh, he always gets his on these big occasions. He always gets his. He was a big player and has winning the FA Cup last season. And he staked his claim again. He came in the Europa League semi-final and scored a brace. He's now scored the opening goal in the FA Cup final after, I'll be honest, Everton have been quite all over us in the first few minutes. But again, a decent finish from Nicholas, just over the hand of Bono. And we are leading. That man again, he just always seems to pop up. His first goal in the FA Cup this year, and what a time to get it. Oh, Raya has to make the save. A couple of times they've had a shot from distance. Can't quite save it. Oh, great. Elmas has just skipped by. Oh my god, and he powered that one, and I think Ray was beaten. Do you know what? I'm going to bring on Connolly. This could possibly be his last appearance for Blackpool, because I am thinking about moving him on next season due to the competition places and where I'm going to have to strengthen. So Callum Connolly could be making his final appearance, and what a time to get it. So I'm going to give him a shot here. Get Braithwaite off so he can rest up. Joe Bellingham done brilliant there. Can't bring it going for a long distance one again. Oh, and brilliant stuff there from Nicholas. Going to bring on Reed as well. He's looking a bit tired. Bring on Thompson, another player who might be looking to move on. But K. George is going in very quickly. Double our lead. Just as we made that substitution, K. George puts us 2 goals ahead in the FA Cup final. And that might be the dagger in the heart of Everton fans. They have had a couple of opportunities today. They've just not took them. O'Reilly's been equal to them. But K. George gets above them all and puts it past Bono. Let's go. Big goal in the context of the FA Cup. Let's go. He's going to take this just as coming on. What opportunity there! Brilliant opportunity. Nearly gets a good goal. Cam Connolly now. Oh, Scott just gives it away. Oh, and that's gonna be a breakaway goal from our corner. What I'm really disappointed in. Lawrence Gabriel out of position, and it's going to be Elmas with a tap in from Wazari's. He just went off Wazari. I don't know where the hell he came from, but he just sped past everyone. They are looking to get that equaliser, what I don't want them to get at all. Brilliant stuff from K. George. He's looking to finish it. Asensio! We will get our own. We will get our own. Come on. Asensio with a 91 minutes. Just bury him. That is what it is. It's got to bury Everton. It's a great bit of play by K. George to get past Simican. And then he pulls the other defender to him, leaving Asensio all by himself to tap it home to an empty net. And that, ladies and gents, will put the wrap on this 2026 FA Cup final. And on the stretch of it, I do think we deserve it. And the captain makes the final contribution by getting the tackle away. And we are back-to-back FA Cup champions, ladies and gents. We are unstoppable at this moment in time. We are on our way to a Europa League final. We are going to the Champions League next year as well. We are in such a great opposition, a position to go so crazy next year, where it could be the most magical of years for Blackpool. And I am loving every second of this. Let's go, boys. And Lawrence Gabriel, who again has been a day one player here, was here beforehand, and he is going to lift the FA Cup final trophy. And we are just, I'm loving this. I love that fact we've been able to bring people like him, even Pervader, who was on loan at Blackpool when we created this series. Cameron Connolly, who came on for the second half. Some good players. Jerry Yates, for God's sake. He played a part. Obviously, he didn't come on in this final, and he won't be the one with the captain's armband. But I think Lawrence Gabriel, for the things he's done in the time he's been here, he definitely deserves this. But here we go, guys. We are back to back. What a feeling. Now it's just the Europa League. It's a great feeling. The fact we went back to back when I didn't actually mean to. I'd have actually preferred to have won the Carabao Cup just because we haven't won that yet. To be honest now, if we go and win the Europa League, the only things we've got left to win, what I want to win at least once in this series, is the Premier League, the Champions League, and the Carabao Cup. So we'll see how we go for the rest of the season. I mean, we've still got the Europa League to go. That's not sorted yet. But we've got a game against Brighton at the Amex. We're gonna get a draw. Yates gets another goal. I think he's actually the top goal scorer. We will check that at the end of the season. But I do actually think he's actually the top goal scorer. But I might play my second team for this next game because we've got obviously West Ham a couple days later. And this last game in the Premier League season, we've already got top 4. And I've actually put Bagora, one of my young players, in there. We got a draw. Nicholas gets us a draw. I'll tell you that. That's not a bad result for us. Now we only have the Europa League. That is the last thing we have to fight for. We'll obviously go for. I'll show you where we finished up in the Premier League table when we've finished up the season. By God, that's actually quite annoying. The fact he's won the Golden Boot. I was hoping Jerry Yates was going to. I'm surprised he hasn't, because Yates has got a lot. He's got a lot of goals in the Premier this season, but still. But let's get into this press conference for the Europa League final.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll start the
team's already
questions
tasted
now.
glory in the FA Cup. Now they have the chance to claim the second trophy in the shape of the season's Europa League. Can your team live up to the expectations? I trust these players. They deserve the glory. I trust these players. Yeah, absolutely. I love these players. You're up against West Ham in the final. A really strong team. After you come through so many games, are you worried about fatigue? It's always the same questions. West Ham versus Blackpool, pretty even on contest on paper. Have you got a plan? We'll focus on forms. I want us to play well. This is the last game of the season.
Okay, guys, we are out of time. Thank you very much for attending.
Out with a bang.
Apologies if you're unable to get a
question in. I
want
to absolutely slap them up. Last game of the season. We are in Stuttgart, Germany, for this Europa League final to fight for our first ever European trophy. So Blackpool have never won a Europa League, a Champions League, no kind of European silverware in the modern era. This is an opportunity to rewrite history and put our name on the history books. We are not here to just participate. We are here to dominate. We are here to conquer. We are here to not only firm our place and say we are going to be going for the Champions League next year, but we will be. But I want a Europa League to go with that. Best team out there for this game with Captain Yates leading the line. This team is fresh. We've had a week off. They are ready. We are ready for this, guys. Out of all 4 teams we've got to the semi-finals, this is probably going to be the hardest team in West Ham United. We've got Robert Sanchez in goal. We've got Fayez, Garcia, Guerrero, Bentancur, Paqueta, Corney, Cliver and Duro up front. It is not a bad side at all. It's a half-decent side. I'm not surprised we got this far, but here we go. We kick the ball off, and we are kicking off this Europa League final. Right, wait, he's going to get this out to Rory Reid. Now Bynoe Gittins to the byline. He puts it into Jerry Yates! And it's, oh my God, it's Edwards with an overhead kick. Within the first 5 minutes, we could have took the lead. Yates caused some troubles already, and Nat is heading towards goal, if not for the head of that defender. I think possibly Sanchez is saving that, but I'm not sure. But we're going to get a corner. Bynoe Gittins with McGuay there. Ooh, and that's, again, not far away. Can we get this onto the head of someone here? It's McGuay again! He's done it! Oh my God, how many times this season has this man done it? We cut the lead within 6 minutes! This is insane! This is insanity! This man is a cheat code from corners! How many times have we done this? He's so good at headers from corners. Sanchez, again, that's a little bit iffy that. Maybe he should be doing better. That's his 3rd goal in Europa League, McGuay. Big ups. 7 minutes gone, we take the lead in this Europa League final. We're not here to mess about. We're not here to fuck spiders. We are here to win this Europa League. Brilliant stuff from Braithwaite. Jerry Yates over the top there to Bynoe Gittins, who does really well. And now, Jerry Yates! Oh my God, we are absolutely tearing them to shreds! Jerry Yates and Bynoe Gittins are not messing about! Jerry Yates with an absolute thunderbolt! The top goal scorer in Europa League has absolutely lit that into the top bins. Look at that finish! That has no chance for Sanchez. It's a great ball over the top for Bynoe Gittins. And then he has the composure to find Yates, and we are already taking charge. And we got the ball back again. I know it might seem like it looks like I'm not playing with sliders or something with how easy I'm finding scoring, but I honestly feel like we've got this team. Like I've not changed all that much in it over years. I've picked certain parts where I need to improve on every year, and then I've changed it. But this team is working like a well-oiled machine. That midfield is such, they all complement each other. The defence even, I feel like it's just got so much potential in it. They rarely make a mistake, really. And it's really nice to see. Camavinga. Oh, and they got their first shot off there. McGuay, can he get this away? First shot, and we blocked it. Thank God for that. Oh, Angel Gomez does really well against Pepe. And Yates! Easy as you like. When you have a big number 9 like that, you cannot let him out your sight, and they did. And Angel Gomez puts an easy ball into Jerry Yates, who gets his brace for the Europa League. Look at that, perfectly weighted, perfectly timed, and that's so easy. And we are running away with this trophy. I desperately might be thinking about upping the difficulty next season. I don't know, because it's really hard to see. Because teams like Liverpool and stuff, I actually do struggle against, and that's why I'm like sort of against putting up. Like, maybe we are just too good for these kind of teams, but we're still not on the levels of, like, you know, people like Real Madrid, Chelsea, even Man United. We still find it hard to beat teams like that. Amadou Onana! Oh no, we're a different gravy. We're a different gravy this season. And Amadou Onana, I've got to say, I was not convinced by the signing when I first made it, I've got to be honest. But he has fit into his midfield. Just is like a glove. He fits it like a glove. Yates just throws him in there and bang. He has a shot on him as well. What a goal. Oh, and that's... They finally get a good shot in there, and they do take... They finally pull a save out of Devon Raya. It's only took him 17 minutes. I want to know why Onana didn't jump. And Fayez is finally stopped scoring own goals and put one in his own net. I don't know why he's celebrating like that, but you look here, Onana is running back. You can see him there. If he jumps for that properly, he should get that. So we're not going to get a clean sheet in the Europa League final.
Please give a round of applause for today's man of the match.
Jerry Yates is going to get this. Yes, he is. And that's going to be settled for Asensio! He just come on! That's what the stuff you get if you follow in. And Asensio, who has been coming on for the finals and got 2 goals out of each final, or a goal out of each final, should I say. And Sanchez just doesn't know what to do. Yeah, he just puts it on a platter. He could have gone for his hat trick, but no, he didn't go for it. We've got a couple minutes left of this.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
Osgara does well. Not what I wanted, but 5-1. We have dominated the Europa League final. We have dominated West Ham United. We have proved we are well above them. And ladies and gentlemen, Blackpool have won the Europa League and their first European title. But mark my words, it will not be the last. What a moment for players like Lawrence Gabriel, who's come all the way from League One with us to the Prem, to the Europa League. Jerry Yates, the captain of Blackpool Football Club. He is going to lift this trophy high with pride. And ladies and gents, Blackpool are your Europa League champions. Read them a week, boys, because this is not the only one we're going to lift up, I promise you. We are going for our Champions League next year. We will make the necessary changes to make ourselves Champions League worthy. And don't you worry, I bet with the fact we've finished in Champions League spots, the fact we've won Europa League, the fact we've won the FA Cup, we will have money to spend. I almost guarantee it. We should do. Bit of photo time. Get in there, lads. This team is special and we have won the Europa League. Come on. So there you go, ladies and gents, we have won the double in the FA Cup and the Europa League. And honestly, I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked. None of our players. I'm shocked that Jerry Yates didn't get player of the season. It was Taremi from Monaco. It's a really weird one, but I will take that. What a moment for us! Honestly, I'm so happy with that. Let's go. I want to just double check everything. I want to see where everyone else has finished. So you know what? I didn't actually look at the Premier League for a while. We finished second, guys. I mean, Liverpool, we only lost 4 games all season. That is remarkable. That is honestly remarkable. We finished 8 points above Chelsea. We did finish 10 points behind Liverpool, so you can see there's still a gap to fill there. But we finished 4 points ahead of City, 3 ahead of Man United. So I'll be honest, I'm so happy about that. I mean, can't ask much more. Wow, Everton, who played in the FA Cup final, got relegated. That team got relegated. Wow, it was actually a really good team. Obviously, I felt like we were much better than them, but their team on paper looks so much better than that. But Watford and Leeds also get relegated. We all technically did a treble, if you count the Community Shield. Obviously, in the trophy case, it does. So to me, we won a treble this season. The FA Cup again was won by us for the second time in a row. We'll again be in the Community Shield next year. Chelsea won the Carabao Cup against Manchester United. I forgot when we actually got Charlton. We got through Charlton. Oh, it's Preston. I tell you what, if we come up against them again, I don't give a damn who we got around us. I am playing that game. I don't give a damn who we've got coming up. We could be playing Real Madrid in a couple of days. I would play in that Preston game just to get our revenge on that. Mark my words. The Super Cup was won by Milan against Barcelona. I bet that was a nice little final, that. The Champions League has not been played yet. I'll find out and I'll come back to you with that one. And obviously Europa League was won by us. The Conference League, that was won by Frankfurt on penalties. So that's I've not actually ever played the Conference League yet. Never got into that. I feel like it's actually quite difficult because you have to be in a specific place in the table. It's not like top 4 or like 6th, 7th and 8th. I think it's like 6th and 7th is like 5th, 6th and possibly 7th is like Europa League possibly. I'm not too sure, but so the Champions League won by Juventus. Finally they get their hands on a Champions League trophy against Bayern Munich. So interesting. I'm interested to see, because by the looks of it, the teams are relatively how they used to be. Like, there's no like weird teams who have got there, but I'm very excited to see how we get on in the Champions League next season. I'm really excited about that. So by the way, Jerry Yates is actually, it's really strange. Haaland got the top goal scorer, but I'm really confused. I'm guessing he got it because he played less games. I'm not sure, because Yates got 27 goals as well as Haaland. I am so confused. I mean, it should never be about. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's how it's done in real life. If it is, but Yates is a top. He's actually top. I am really confused about that. Why is that? Banner Gittins with 11 is on that list as well. I don't think we've got anyone else. Edwards was 13 as well. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go on to the stats. So, oh my god, I've not looked at these since like November, December. So Jerry Yates in 53 games has scored 47 goals, 13 assists. He's gone up by 4 overalls this season. So that means he's got 60 goals and assists in 53 games. You cannot tell me he is not going to be up for the Ballon d'Or next year. You cannot tell them stats. It'd be a crime not to be nominated. So we are definitely going to be keeping an eye out for that. Banner Gittins with 21 goals, 16 assists is insane as well. Like, wow, 37 goals and assists from a winger is like, they're magical numbers. Marcus Edwards with 19 goals, 17 assists as well is nothing to look your nose up at either, with 36 goals and assists combined. Camavinga has got 12 goals, 20 assists, 32 goals and assists with a midfielder is outrageous. 6 goals from Gueye from centre back. He's just been an absolute weapon at centre back. What a sign he is. Onana as well. He's gone up 5 overall this season, guys. I don't know. He's gone up to 59 million. We bought him for 30. So in my opinion, he was well worth it. Angel Gomez, I've got to say, I expected a bit more. He's been good because he's got 12 assists. He's been pretty decent. He's had his good moments. I expected a bit more, and I'll be honest, that midfield spot, I am thinking about upgrading next year because Onana is growing nicely. Camavinga is nearly 90. Gomez has only gone up by 1. I'm a bit disappointed by that. I am not looking to sell him. I want to keep him. I at least want him to be on a bench, and I kind of want him to be a rotational player. But I am 100% thinking about signing someone really, like, basically like in mid-80s to nearly 90s in that position next season, just to give you a bit of an idea. Nicholas, he's gone up by 1 overall, but again, he's been a bench player, so I don't really blame that. 6 goals, 3 assists from him. He's not been too bad. K. George, even though he's had 22 appearances and got up by 2 overalls, only 5 goals, 5 assists. For 10 goals and assists, that's basically a goal or assist in every other and a half games, roughly. I don't know. It's something like that. Asensio, I think he's had a good return. 5 goals, 4 assists. Not too bad at all. Scott, again, he went down to the bench very early in the season. He's someone who definitely is going to be staying on the bench. I think him and Gomez will be a great little person to come off the bench. Hopefully Scott just keeps going. He's still 22, he's very young. Singo, he's done his bit as well. Paveda, Shortire, who's out on loan. Braithwaite, Bellingham. Bellingham is definitely someone I'm probably going to go out on loan next season. I'm not too sure, especially if I keep Gomez and Scott. Obviously, he's not going to be getting on the bench as much, and I don't know whether it's best maybe putting him out on loan for a bit. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Let's just do the player of the season. So the top, I'm going to have 3 nominations for this award for this season. I'm going to narrow it down so it's a bit easier. So Jerry Yates is obviously going to be a person on this list because he just downright deserves it. He's just been amazing up front. Is he going to win the player of the season for like what, the 3rd or 4th time in the series? We'll find out. Banner Gittins, he has been absolutely fantastic all season long. He's always been good. He's always given us a spark down at wing. More so than Edwards. Even though Edwards has been good statistically, I think Banner Gittins is our main threat down the wings. And I can't say enough good stuff about him. Eduardo Camavinga definitely deserves a nomination because he has been the engine in that midfield. He is such a great box-to-box player. What a player he is. His strikes, his defensive work, his overall just presence in that midfield is so great. And the fact we were tossing and turning over selling Rodgers to get him, if I'd have known how good he was, I wouldn't have even thought twice. But and just a little bit of an honourable mention. I'm actually going to nominate. He's not going to win it. I'm just going to say that. But a bit of an honourable mention is Mark Guay, because he has honestly been such a solid signing. Barely put a foot wrong this season. He's been a solid and absolute brute force in that centre-back role. I love this guy. He's so good. Honestly, I would highly recommend you give this guy a go. Quite cheap. If you get him right at the start of career mode, he'd probably cost you about 20 million. But he cost me about 30, and he's an 85 overall. Definitely one of the best players of this season. But the winner of the HPG award for season number 4 is going to go to... I'm actually going to give it to Eduardo Camavinga. It was either him or Yates. Yates obviously has got the stupid stats, and I'll be honest, this is near enough a tie between them two players, but I think just for this season I'm going to squeeze it to Camavinga just because there's been a lot of games this season I've felt where Camavinga has been that driving force, especially in midfield where you can win and lose games in midfield. He has won that battle for us. He has been so damn good. He's broke up play. Look at his 20 assists. He has been influential in that midfield for us. And he has just been our driving force for the whole team. And I do think he deserves it. Yates, unfortunately, is not going to carry the trend of getting every single player this season. But again, as our top goal scorer, bloody love him. I can't say enough good stuff about Jerry Yates. He's 29, but I'm still going to keep him around until he starts dropping off in overall. And to be honest, he's gone up by 4 overall this season. If he goes up by another 4 overalls, he's up to an 87. So I'm gonna, if he can maybe keep out going for another season, he'd be another. I want to keep Jerry Yates as our striker for the entire thing now. I just don't I can't see anyone else leading that line for us. I like the thought of K. George just sort of growing on the sidelines, someone in coming on with a little bit of pace at the end of games. But Jerry Yates is going to be our number 9, I think, for the entire series, unless he has a massive drop off. But I can't see it happening with the season he just had. I can imagine his dynamic player potential being in the 90s by now. I can imagine. But either way, guys, that is a wrap for this season, and I've got to say thank you so much, guys. If you are still watching this far into the series, you guys are true Hawkeye G's, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. And honestly, please stay tuned, because I am going to be smashing out next season as well. I'm not too sure how many seasons I'm going to do this series. I think it's always that sort of thing until we win the Champions League and Premier League, basically until we've won at least everything once, or at least the big things once. That's when we start discussing how long are we going to go a season. Do we want to do another season, stuff like that. So but again, I have absolutely no intentions of finishing this series just yet. Until we win the Premier League and the Champions League, that is when we will start having that conversation. But you never know, next season could be a magical year, and I intend to bring it. So I hope you come back and watch out with me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next season. Till then, I'm the Hawkeye Punisher, and I am out. Take it easy, guys.